Good afternoon. Knocking on 1 p.m. here in Sarasota, Florida on Tuesday, November 1st, 2022. I want to do a few follow-ups to the most recent video titled Doing Business Differently, which admittedly was emotionally charged and speaking very, very specifically about a very big experience, in essence, coming to an end for me, something that spanned 13 seasons at a farm, a place that I gave more than I can possibly express with words, a place that I pushed myself to try to harmonize with an environment that was not one that was conducive to me. But because other factors weighed so highly on my priority list, namely that it was community in my community, and that it was a business not focused first and foremost on making money, and that it was doing something, growing food and providing, arguably, I mean, some would disagree with that. Organic veggies are the healthiest. Those that are carnivore focused folks might have something different to say, but in general, providing food, right? Providing food, a basic need for us still in these human bodies. These things were more important to me to try to push through the emotional struggles that I had with the place and the other, I mean, the struggles were real. It's not a place that is conducive to a type A, overachieving, hardworking person. It just isn't. It was more so conducive when I first started there, way back in 2008, when I started my first season. It was way more. Our staff was comprised of a different sort of employee, and over the years, it has not become comprised of. It's been harder and harder for me to even want to be part of the team that was assembled there, but I believed in huge aspects of it. So I tried to persevere and push through my own issues and did my best without compromising myself to harmonize. And in the end, I ended up really only compromising myself. And so I want to follow up with some higher level videos speaking more specifically about the lessons learned over these 13 years. About 8 months ago, 9 months ago, almost 9 months ago, at the end of February this year, I did a very unique exercise with myself. I identified the name of my company is simply my complete name, Alyson Irene Noune, LLC. I have been a legal company of me for now almost a decade. It will be a decade on January 1st. So I had what I called my first board meeting, like an official sort of board meeting. And who comprised my board of my company of me? Well, none other than 12 identified aspects of Alyson, of my greater me, if you will. Now, I had more than that identified aspects of myself, sort of roles of myself, roles that I've played throughout my life, strengths that I have, when I'm in a particular vibration or frequency. And I went through and I narrowed it down to 12 most activated aspects of myself as of February of this year. I got 12 unique seats. I put them around this table at which I'm sitting right now. And I put the video camera on and I actually captured this. I literally took the seat of each of the 12 aspects, worked around the table, and allowed myself to speak to the rest of me from that specific aspect. It was a very empowering experience. It's on my YouTube channel, but it's marked as private. It's only been shared with, like, I think 3 people, 2 or 3 people. Very, as you can imagine, it's quite revealing. It's a little odd, but it was a very, very powerful experience. In that exercise, leading up to it, obviously I had identified the aspects before I actually recorded an aspect of myself that I was not like conscious of revealed itself, made itself known. This aspect called itself the silent giant. The silent giant. Well, I've identified that being one angle at which I want to speak about the farm experience from the silent giant's perspective, the silent giant aspect of Alyson's perspective. And then I've identified two others of the 12 that I'm playing with this. I'm trying to weave together multiple things here. And I'm not going to try to explain it all. I'm just trying to explain to you at a high level what I'm going to play with. The silent giant. The next video whose perspective I want to speak from. And I'm trying to identify of those 12 aspects, the 3 that are the most salient and were triggered the most, that were tested the most, that grew the most from the farm experience. The silent giant, the wounded child, and the leader. The silent giant, the wounded child, and the leader. And I'm going to identify a high-level general lesson, if you will, or a theme that each one of those aspects of myself had to handle, navigate, grow from, experience through all of these years of this experience at the farm and how it played out at the farm. So this is just a short video saying that those 3 videos are the next 3 on my docket to record. And I hope to do one. I'm heading now to go exercise, and I hope to capture the silent giant is the one that I want to do first. The silent giant, then the wounded child, which is a huge part of that experience. And I will share more of that in that video. And then the leader aspect. So this is just a little teaser. Those 3 will be the next videos on the docket, and I'm going to do my best to at least get those recorded before I go out of town for a gig this weekend. I don't know when they'll be released, but I'm going to try to get them recorded in the next 4 days. All right, so have a great day wherever you are, and we'll talk again soon.